Ooh. Hi guys, it's Vest. Welcome back or welcome to my channel if you're new. In today's video, I want to talk about something that has given me so much trouble. My belly piercing. If you guys haven't watched the video where I talk about all my piercings, I'll link it down below. And also right here. In that video, I spoke about all the different ones in my ears, my belly, the one I've had, the ones that are gone now. In the comments and on DMs on Instagram, people were asking me about my belly piercing, and since I said that that was the worst piercing I ever got, like my experience about it. So in today's video, I'm going to show you guys that I made a poll before, like a couple months ago, asking if you guys want to see pictures about it, and people said yeah. So I don't want to hear anybody saying that it's gross because I asked and they said yes. Honestly, my belly piercing has to be my least favorite of my piercings. It has given me so much trouble, but I'll tell you guys that in a little bit. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not, and let's get started. Let me give you guys a little bit of backstory on my belly piercing. So growing up, I really wanted one. My dad would always tell me like, that's for hoes. Mind you, his wife got one and my sister got one. And when I was younger, I had to take an ice and a needle and re-pierced her belly. Even though I saw how much trouble it gave her, I really wanted one. My older sister has one, a lot of my cousins have. So I got my belly piercing in July. I think it was the 19th in 2018. So I have a year and 3 months with my belly piercing. On that day that I got my belly piercing, my cousin told me like, hey, can you come with me? I want to go get my nose re-pierced. And I was like, okay, we out. So I went with her and I was like, should I get my belly pierced? I finally got one, and this place that we went to was a place on Fordham. It's a place that I usually go for a lot of my piercings. But when we went, there was a different person there. It was a female. I never seen her before. I didn't know if she had a while there or like if she was licensed. I didn't know anything. I just went. I trusted the shop, so I went. She pierces it. I'm like, oh my God, damn. I was asking her questions, as you should. And I asked her like, hey, how do I take care of it? How do I clean it? Like, what do I need to do? Shorty told me, use Listerine. You know Listerine, the one that Listerine. So I was just like, okay. That's not what I've heard before from people who've gotten their belly pierced. That's not what I've heard from piercers themselves. So for me to hear Listerine, I was just like, that's a little weird, but okay. For the first week that I got my piercing, I was cleaning it non-stop. I used the Listerine for a couple of days, but I was just like, this is not cutting it for me. Like, and when I Googled it, people were saying, do not use Listerine. So I was just like, why the hell would she tell me to use Listerine? She also told my cousin on her nose to use Listerine. And long story short, where the shit with her nose, that like infected it and made it crazy, and then her nose was all fucked up, and then she had to go back and get it like redone again because she messed it up. It would like bleed and stuff. But you don't tell people to use Listerine if that's not what they're supposed to use. So my first #1 tip is do not use Listerine. Number 2, do not clean it so much and as often. So I was cleaning it every second of every day. Like I wouldn't leave it alone. I wouldn't leave it. And for the first week it was good, and I was like, yeah, I'm doing a good job. I'm a good belly piercer haver. Like I'm doing a great job. I didn't get not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 of keloids. If you don't know what keloids are, when you get a piercing, there's like this bump, and you get them on the place of the piercing. So mine was on the top one, the top hole, my belly piercing, and it hurt. It was a huge bubble. It was disgusting. I got those like multiple times throughout this entire time of me having my belly piercing. This piercing has given me the worst trouble ever. This piercing was the worst. That bump could happen for a multitude of reasons. But here are some things that can help you guys on not having keloids on your piercings. So my first tip was definitely don't use Listerine. That's the first thing that's going to infect your piercing. Number 2 is to make sure you don't clean it as much. Number 3 is a tip that I would give people if you haven't gotten your belly piercing yet, but you want one. Do not get it in the summer. I had a friend who told me that when she went on vacation, her belly piercing healed when she was in DR. I don't know how accurate that is, but definitely don't get it in the summer because you're wearing tight clothes, it's hot, you're sweaty, it's dirty. There's a whole bunch of reasons why your belly piercing is gonna act up in the summer. And I got mine in July. So I would definitely say to get it in the winter time when you can let it heal, let it breathe, and let it just do its own thing. Something that I see all the time on the internet is to use sea salt. And that's one of the main things that they suggest for your belly piercing. I have tried sea salt so many times. I made sure it was organic. I made sure it was good. I mixed it the right way. I even bought the little measuring stuff so I could do it exactly the way they say. And it did not work for me. No matter what I put on my piercing, it would act up crazy. Everybody's different. So sea salt didn't work for me, but that is an amazing tool that other people use on their piercings. So I would definitely say if you're gonna clean it with anything, clean it with sea salt. The next tip is what made my piercing act up so much is wearing the tight clothes. There would be periods where my belly piercing wouldn't not act up. It wouldn't have a problem. But then I would wear my sister's jeans, a pair of leggings, a tight shirt, and some pants. And the next day, my piercing is inflamed and it's like so upset. So stay away from the tight clothes, especially the jeans. Anything that could put pressure on your belly, you want to stay away from. Well, that's exactly what made my piercing act up so much. With it being summer, I tried so hard to not wear so many tight clothes and to wear like looser fitting stuff. But still somehow, if it's not the way you sit, it's the way you walk or something that could irritate it. This piercing gets irritated so easily. So definitely if you're gonna get it in the winter. With these keloids, there's no specific way to get rid of them. I use tea tree oil, I always use a whole bunch of oil. But the thing that really helped me the most was saline wound wash. Hold on, let me get it for you. This is definitely what healed my belly piercing. Now, my belly piercing is now so much better. It's a little dark because I've been through a lot, but my piercing is fantastic now. It's called Wound Wash, and it's by Dr. Metha. It's by Neomed, and it's just saline sterile solution. So this is basically sea salt in a bottle, but it's just sterile and it's life. So I'll link this down below. Not sponsored, just love it. And this is definitely what healed my piercing. All this other gimmicky stuff that I saw on Pinterest and Google and a whole bunch of other shit telling me to put a whole bunch of things on it never worked for me, but this did. So I love this. The way it works is that you press this here and then you just put it on top of your piercing and that's it. And it's gonna like wet your belly, but you're done after that. With me having so many keloids and so many different things happening to my piercing, the area around it is dark. It's been through so much, I can't ask nothing more of it. Like, it's doing the best it can. So I'll definitely say if you have some scars, I mentioned this in the video where I spoke about my burn. I'll link it down below. Definitely use aloe vera for the scars on your belly piercing if you have been through something similar to what I have been through. I don't know what's in that plant, but it's fantastic. No matter what your problem is, aloe vera can fix it. It's like coconut oil, but better. Aloe vera is amazing. The plant, not the bottle, the plant. Something else that really had something to do with my piercing acting up so much was the ring in which was in my belly piercing. Make sure your piercer doesn't do you dirty with the ring that he puts in, or she. For example, when I first did mine, she put the bar way too little. The ring itself would get caught and then the skin around it would get inflamed and it would swell up. Irritated. Definitely know who you're getting pierced by. Do not go to these little places like I did and get pierced. Even if you went there multiple times, this is not an ear piercing where you just take it out and it's not even that ugly. This is on your stomach. Definitely go to the correct piercer. When I went to go get my conch, this one, I went to a different piercer and he did an amazing job. This is supposed to heal in like a year and a half and it literally healed in like less than a couple months. Know who you're getting pierced by. Like, I will never go to this place again because of how much this acted up and the fact that she told me to use Listerine. When I went to get this one, I had him check out the one on my belly as well, and he said like, yo, that ring is way too small for your piercing. You can take care of it as much as you can, but if that piercer did not do a good job from the get-go, it's not gonna work. My piercing is now healed and is so much better, and honestly I couldn't be more thankful because so many people told me like, yo, take that shit out, but I never wanted to. I'm glad I didn't take it out. Definitely I would say if your piercing is messed up and it's infected, don't take it out either. Just leave it there and stick through it, because at the end, con Dios adelante, it will definitely get better. It will get better. So thank you guys so much for watching. This is the end of my video. I just wanted to make it really short and just tell you guys about my experience with my belly piercing. I hope you guys don't have to go through what I went through, and I hope the pictures didn't like gross you guys out or anything. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not, but definitely thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.